Okay, so the name of this episode is Pain into Passion.
Okay.
And I feel like you were the perfect person for this episode, and that was a perfect name for our episode. And the reason why I say that is because I met you in 2013, 2014, and you was hungry, you was rapping, you was, you know, you was really into that, and then you did your birthday party at 8 and 9. You had like, you wanted Publix cake so bad, and then, you know, Publix cake.
That's my shit.
That's your shit. And then, I don't know how much longer after that, but, you know, unfortunately your brother passed away.
For sure.
Your brother passed away, and you know, you went into your own world, and you did what you had to do for you, and you came back, and ever since you came back, you haven't stopped.
Okay.
And I can say that because I remember I used to always like, man, Flo Kid, if you stay consistent, man, you raw. But you finally stepped into Flo Kid, the artist, and you really, I feel like you really have been consistent in your own way. Okay. So my question for you is, what steps did you take to find your light that really turned your pain, you see, that really turned your pain into passion? Like, what steps do you feel like you had to take for yourself?
You know, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You know, and you know, I'm going through a phase in my life right now when it comes with music, and it's like, you talk about a lot of, you talk about breaks, and I've been taking a lot of breaks, and I haven't been consistent as I would like to. You know what I'm saying? I could really break it down to you. In 2014, I lost my brother. You know, I lost him in September 21st. That was 4 days before my birthday. And shit, I wanted to stop doing music around that time. But it was so many people like in my chest and in my ear telling me, yo, no, keep going, use this as motivation. And I did. And you know, but it was very still inconsistent. I couldn't find my niche. And, you know, I was going through real life shit around that time too. You feel me? Like, I want to say like around 2017, nigga went dead broke, and had to move in with my sister, you feel me? And I was telling my sister like, you know, just, you know, say, give me a year or whatever, and I'm trying to see if I can make shit shake. And I remember she telling me, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, just just focus on music. You feel me? And boom, so I left my apartment that I had at the time, and she stayed in Lakeworth. You feel me? And
Lakeworth is Orlando?
Lakeworth is like right above. It's like exit 60. It's like a good. And so boom, that's when I was like, okay, if I'm gonna really do this music shit, you feel me? I gotta really figure out how I'm gonna really stay consistent, and that's how I came up with Practice on Weekend. Practice on Weekend forced me to stay consistent because I had to drop something every weekend. You feel me? And so now I'm battling, you know, like I said, I'm a hustler, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my bread however way I could get it, and while doing music as well. So I'm living in Lakeworth, but everything, all the action is in Miami. So, you know, I was sleeping in my car, sleeping at my homeboy crib, just so I could do music and not drive up to Lakeworth all the time. You feel me? And it made me feel kind of low at the same time, but then again, I picked up. I picked up strong in 2018. You know what I'm saying? I did the mixtape with Max Kayla. You know what I'm saying?
My Plan.
Yeah, My Plan. It was called Lil Josie, a VP story, and that was like my debut tape, you know what I'm saying, to everybody, so I could show my consistency. And when I did that, I had a single on there called Regal. Then when Regal came out, you know, it picked up a lot of steam in the city, and it gave me a lot of momentum. Then 2019 came, and everything was just crazy. Everything went crazy for me. Like, I was doing everything in 2019. Everything. I calculated it. At the end of the year, I did 54 shows.
Because you went on tour.
I went on tour. I went on 2 tours. I did stuff with 99 Jams. I was on 99 Jams Artist of the Month.
I remember you came in a Regal. You came in a little car for your
at the competition there. The Andy competition with me and Tiara was the finalist, and she ended up winning. And I was like, okay, this is the year. I'm gonna get signed. There's no way. There's no way I don't get signed. I'm like, yo, I'm #1 in the city right now. This is how I felt.
And then COVID.
You know what I'm saying? Then then boom. It's not even that. It was so many things happening to the point where, you know, Love and Hip Hop hit me up. There was this show on Netflix where Cardi B and
I know that.
Chance the Rapper, they hit me up, the producers of that show. Nobody knows this though, but they hit me up to be on that show, and it was only 1 season on that show. So I was supposed to be on the 2nd season, and Rick Ross and Khaled and all of them was supposed to be on that show. And they hit me up to be on it. It was me and another artist from West Palm Beach that got invited to the show. He was gonna be on the show. And I'm like, oh yeah, this the year. I said 2020 about to take over. Boom, COVID happens.
Yeah.
When COVID happens, I didn't know how to maneuver. You feel me? Like,
a lot of us didn't.
I ain't gonna lie, it killed me, man. Like, it killed everything I had, every fire that I had. Like,
every plan.
Everything.
You can't do shows.
Man, nothing.
You can't even do interviews.
Yeah, I didn't know how to maneuver. Like, I didn't know like how to do things virtually. Like, I'm not really a bunch of people person. I hate putting the camera in my face. I hate doing stuff like that. And they force you to do that. Like, you really had to be on social media. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a legwork type of nigga, go in the field. You feel me? And I didn't know how to maneuver, so I slowed down. I slowed down tremendously. You feel me? I ain't dropped no music. I probably dropped 1 song or 2 songs that whole year. 2021 came, I did the same thing. I just didn't really know how to pick it up. You feel me? I really didn't know how to pick it up. And I think 2021, I wanted to call it quits again on 2021. I was like, man, this shit ain't shaking. I'm getting older. And nigga really trying to do a lot of business moves and really trying to, you know, get shit popping. You feel me? And I ain't really into the music like that. Here come 2022, and I was like, I touched base with some people that really believed in the nigga, and you know, they forced me to kind of like, you know, get back into that groove. You feel me? And once I got into the groove, I dropped practice on weekends too. And you know, I was trying to stay consistent. And
you dropped that as a mixtape as well, or like an EP?
Yeah, the first one was the EP.
Oh, the first one. Oh, okay.
EP, and that was hosted by DJ Holiday. You know, that's when I had all that, you know, momentum and shit. You feel me? You know, it was just so much going on. But what I can say, you feel me? All the pain and the struggles really made me realize I can do things, and not even with music, because I just got support. You feel me? Like, even when I threw my birthday party.
All your events.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like the one that I just threw this past September had like 800 people there. I never did those numbers before. You feel me? And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That just shows that people just, you know, interested in who you are. Yeah. Even if it's not the music, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, I just gotta keep going at it. But then again, real life is always knocking on your door. You feel me? And I just gotta find that balance, and I'm still trying to find that balance. You feel me? So. And
dealing with grief, I know that there's different steps, there's different days. You know, grief hits you differently, it hits everybody differently. But is there any advice you could give to anybody dealing with grief that you're like, yeah, you know, it gets easier, but it's not, because I feel like with grief, it's not that it gets easier. It's just like over the years, I get number to it. So it's like you get more into understanding, like, okay, this is the life now. This is my norm now. Like, that pain is so real, but it's so everyday that it's kind of like you're numb to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that missing person. But what type of advice would you give to somebody that's dealing with grief and still has to deal with everyday life, still has to put bread, like get money to pay their bills, you know, work? Because this is a job for you. This is not like a, you know, I'm doing this for shit to give. Like, this is really your livelihood. So what type of advice would you give somebody dealing with grief?
Depending on who that person is, you just gotta understand the world, man, and take it for what it is. I remember when my brother passed, and you would just get so much love from everybody and everybody pitching in. I remember being in the limo with my family. I said, listen, man, after 2 weeks, nobody's gonna be around no more. You feel me? And don't call them fake. You feel me? It's just, that's the way of the world. That's just how life is. I remember sitting in the limousine and telling my family that. I said, listen, man, everybody's not gonna be here in 2 weeks. You feel me? The love that we're getting is gonna die down. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna really be focused on what we got going on, and our trouble is only gonna be within us. You feel me? But don't call nobody fake. Don't say nothing about nobody, because that's just how life is. You gotta put yourself in their position. You feel me? You just gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that, it's not that nobody don't give a fuck about what you got going on, but everybody else's life doesn't revolve around yours. You feel me? So it's like you gotta be able to deal with your own problems. Sometimes we overanalyze our problems, meaning that, you know, sometimes we never deal with like new problems. We overreact to them. Yeah. You feel me? Like, we don't really like, because they're so new, we think it's like bigger than what it is. Not saying death is not big, but death is not
we know it's coming, yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, if we just prepare ourselves sometimes, even though, you know what I'm saying, we can't really prepare for death, it's more so like if we can just
understand what it is
and put ourselves in that mentality, we'll probably take it in easier depending on how it happened. Yeah. You feel me? And you know, you gotta understand, man, the way of the world is that we all got a due date. You feel me? And the only ones that really matter is the ones you really talk to every day. You know what I'm saying? Who you really care for. You feel me? They the only ones who really matter. So looking for grief from everybody else around you is gonna be buzz. You're gonna be mad all the time, knowing that nobody really gives a fuck. It's not like they don't care, but they got their own problems. Yeah. You feel me? So, you know, just take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to cry. I cried plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? I still, you know what I'm saying, shed a few tears here and there. Because it's just, you know,
it's real.
It's real. You feel me? This person's never coming back. And you can see this person sometimes in your dreams.
You can feel them, you can smell them.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And sometimes when people bring them up to you, that brings another emotional state. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta take your time with it, man. I mean, the feeling is never gonna go away.
Yeah, definitely.
20, 30 years from now, it really don't matter.
So you talked so well about all your siblings, your sister, your younger brother, and even your older brother who passed away. And I remember around, you know, his passing was near your birthday, and I remember I used to see so many people that I knew posting him, and he just seemed like a really good person. So is there any advice that he gave you that really stuck with you till this day? Like, it could be anything. It could be put your cereal before your milk, but is there any advice that you always remember? You just like, okay.
Yeah, my brother wasn't, he didn't really give advice, man. It was more so his action. His action really spoke more than, he didn't really give me advice, man. Like, he didn't have to give me advice. He was not really much of a talkative type of guy, you feel me? You just looked at his action and what he did, and you're like, okay, all right, I like the way he moved. And first, like, he went from the streets to working with the city. It's like, that's a crazy leap of, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I seen that happen, and him, how you take care of other people's kids, like, he don't miss niggas' birthdays, his godson's birthdays, and, you know, family birthdays. I'm like, okay, I want to be like, he was for the people.
Yeah.
And you can't lose when you for the people. You feel me?
Can't.
Like, when you selfish, you lose, but when you for the people, you really can't. You can't lose. So I always wanted to be like that. I was like, you know, I'm gonna start coaching, because he was coaching as well for Parks and Recs, and I was like, and I did that. I started coaching. You feel me? I coached it from ages 4 to 6 and from 7 to 8. You feel me? I just little steps that I took.
Of course.
After that he did. You feel me? Because I just felt like, you know, he was moving in the right path. You know what I'm saying? He was a hustler, getting money. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do the same thing as well. You feel me? Even when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, choosing women, and he had one woman, you know what I'm saying, that he planned on marrying and stuff. He's like, you want to do those type of things as well. You feel me? He did all that under the age of 30, and I was like, damn, I want to do that. You feel me? So
I like that. I like that.
Just the way he moved motivated me. He didn't really have to say
as a person, but that's really good, because, you know, going back into doing interviews, I remember telling myself, I don't want to do interviews if it's not going to be something legendary. Like when Nipsey Hussle died, and they was bringing up all these interviews of him, they were all like interviews that I was learning from. Like I probably watched them already, but the ones that they brought up during his death and to remind us of who he was, I was like, that's the type of interviews that I want. Like, like I want 20, 30 years from now, when somebody's doing your documentary, or when, you know, they're doing a tribute to you, they going back to our interview and looking for a clip that we talked about, like, he said this then, or he did say this, or, you know, whatever out of this interview that people can get, or even if it don't go that far, but for people to really kind of see what type of person you are, because we hear your music and we understand that, we feel it, but as a person, you know, social media is one thing, but sitting down with you is different. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So, you always stay true to yourself.
Yes.
But one thing I can say is, you've been saying dropping soon, real soon, for a long time. So, on the set, let us know when is you wearing it.
Yeah, I always wear it.
You always wearing it, but it's like,
this ain't nothing. This ain't.
You at this point, you're being stingy. When are you officially dropping? When can we buy stuff? When can we rock it? When can we support you?
I'm a great deal of a overthinker. You feel me? I be watching people with nothing just put out shit, and they just put it out, and it's like it's happening for them. Me, is like, this just has to be perfect. And the more times I think about it, I never put it out. You feel me? Like, I need one more. I need pants, man. I need socks. I need. The more I think, the more I never do. You feel me? So it's like, I gotta just stop. You feel? I was trying to put it out during our basil, but it's like, that's look like most likely not gonna happen. So if I could pull it through to get it, you know what I'm saying, out around that time, then I'm gonna do it. But you know, I got the merch ready though. I just gotta. You know,
how long you had it ready? I feel like
I had it ready for about 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
I had the clothes really ready since like 6 to 8 months. But I just feel like I'm missing like probably like one set or something. I ain't gonna really.
You think we're gonna notice?
But
you could drop something first, and then
I could drop that hat if I really want. I could have dropped anything. You feel me? But you know, so funny. At my birthday, I was selling merch.
I remember you said that, but that's not what I mean. Like the real, like,
I know, experience.
We was on your birthday, like, you know, I want to go to the store. You have a pop up.
Pop-up. That pop-up was definitely what I was trying to do for our basil, but it still could be up in the air.
So 2022 or more 2023?
Most likely 2023, like fully launch. Like you can go on the website and really cop it. Because I stand behind the whole stay true to you. Like I feel like that's like missing in this day and age, man. People don't want to be themselves, man. You could be yourself, fool. Like even with this transgender thing that's going on right now, it's like, bro, like y'all niggas ain't got a cap, just be ourselves. And I really want to push that envelope. No, I want to push that agenda as far and wide as possible. But
being that you know how life works, how you could be here today and gone tomorrow, do you? Well, I know overthinking hindered me a lot. That's why it took me all these years to even get back into doing interviews again. So do you think your overthinking is kind of, it's not that you're a perfectionist, yes, but let me ask you a question. Have you ever flopped? As far as
flopped plenty of times.
But okay, no. As far as like events or like putting stuff out in that sense.
Plenty of times.
But you may have flopped for your expectations, but was it like a flop like nobody even cared?
Plenty of times. I remember I did my first show 2020.
Your first show.
First show.
You just said
2022. Not first show ever.
Yeah.
But first show like 2022. So you know, prior to that I did millions of shows.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I flopped. It was in Orlando, meaning that like I messed up bad. Like forgot my words and just it was something I couldn't get
more.
Into.
That's not a flop.
It is a flop.
Well, okay. When I say flop, I mean like, have you ever dropped a song and nobody cared? Have you ever?
Nobody don't care when you drop a song. Nobody cares when you drop a song. I'm gonna tell you that.
Have anybody like you just never? No one listened. Like we didn't give a fuck.
Listen, nobody as an unsigned artist or somebody who's just on the come up. Nobody really cares when you drop stuff. You feel me? You gotta turn people into believers.
Okay, but you did that.
I do that.
And that takes you away from the flop of that.
Yeah, but then again, even when I drop now, it's like not everybody's like, oh, FloKid just dropped, boom, boom, boom. Now you gotta, you know what I'm saying, bring them up.
Okay, but I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, at least I went to a lot of your shows from 2014, well, 2013, 14, 15. I went to your birthday party 2022. I went to your birthday party whatever year that was at 8 and 9. I went to your birthday party whatever year it was at the place. I don't remember, it was like a warehouse.
Yeah, it was in Hialeah.
I remember it was some Haitian food that was good as fuck.
Yeah, it was in Hialeah.
And you always had a lot of support. So what I'm trying to say is, you feel like you're overthinking or you're a perfectionist. The fact that you want to be perfect in what you're doing is hindering you. Because I feel like if you would have dropped that, you would have been sold out. And your problem wouldn't have been I'm missing pants or I'm missing socks. It would have been like,
no, for sure,
I need more.
No,
so
you're right.
Me saying to you is, you don't feel like you kind of have to stay true to yourself. You probably flopped in your eyes because our dreams for ourselves are always bigger, but in reality, you ain't never dropped something and I ain't seen nobody post it. And I don't mean your homeboys and your best friend. I mean other people. Like, you know, you was on 99 Jams. You know, you have these events, people coming. Maybe you forgot your shows and that was probably humbling you for something else. That was probably another lesson. But as far as you dropping your art and people not fucking with it, that never happened.
I mean,
it has happened, but it hasn't happened in a way where it's like, oh no, I'm not dropping these pants. Like I'm not, like you had us wait for a really long time. You had us follow the page.
Facts.
You had us fake want to buy some shit one day and you didn't really drop it. You had us, you done been wearing it. It's like,
yeah, I do.
I feel like staying true to yourself.
Okay.
Because I've been following you for a long time is saying fuck it and doing it.
Nah, definitely. That's my
saying fucking and doing it.
Shit. That should be my mentality. Is
going into 2020, you spent all this money. Like right now, you wasting money because all this shit
is sitting here.
But you could have double, triple that by now.
No,
I believe that you could have.
Definitely.
I believe that you could. So I say, staying true to yourself is really taking that leap. Like taking that leap. You said you was broke as fuck in 2017 at your sister crib. Now we sitting in your crib with your home studio, drinking your water that you offered us. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, what you waiting on?
Man, just
you don't believe in yourself?
Nah, I definitely believe in myself.
So then what you waiting on?
No, you're right. I can't really answer that because you're right. I'm not even gonna lie. It's little things, little tedious shit. I'm very much a procrastinator as well. So all the blame is to me. I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah, that's all I wanted for you to say because it's like we've been waiting for that. I see you. You know, I was ready to rock. I was ready to. You know, I like what it stands for. I fuck with the person behind it. So it's like, okay, now, sir, we going on a year now.
Yeah, no, way longer than a year.
That's what I'm saying. You said 6 to 8 months. I was like, no, sir. But I didn't want to put you.
No, I had the merch. I had the merch ready 6 to 8 months, but I pronounced it probably like a year ago. Not definitely like over a year ago, I want to say. But because I had the logo done first. But yeah, definitely. I can drop it in December though. I'm gonna push. You motivate me to do something at least in December. To drop at least something in December.
So, you need to drop the hats.
At least the website.
The hats, they gonna go crazy.
Nah, the hats definitely gonna go crazy though.
Because you don't have to drop everything at once. What you could do, you could drop. Because you gotta now think about it like this: supply and demand. You drop everything at once, you gonna have a lot of shipping to do. So drop that shit in increments.
Nah, for sure.
If you want.
For sure. And it's like you know, I'm trying to drop it in. Not a capsule, but more so like a collection to the point where it's like music is in the sense where it's like I just don't want to do music the same way everybody do music.
Of course, you never have.
So it's like I want to build like a jingle for this. You feel me? Like so every time you hear it, you hear my song playing. Like every time I drop a collection, and the collection has a meaning towards it, is a song with that. You know what I'm saying? Towards that meaning. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
So you have the song ready for this collection?
If I ever do stop rapping, you know what I'm saying? I won't stop making music. It's more so like the music will still be within the clothes. You feel me? So
The art.
just just in case I say I fall in love. Because my mindset of like what I love and my hobbies is as I grow, it changes. You feel me? So that's another thing. That's why these breaks happen because it's like as you get older, you realize you don't want to do the same old things. You feel me? But you still try to stay in that realm of of what brought you here. Because at the end of the day, FloKid is a brand that I built. I don't want to just tarnish it and go pick up a day job in the sense that has nothing to do with what FloKid stands for.
Definitely.
You feel me?
So highlights to end my show is with a shot. Oh wait, even before that, let's take a shot for this. You can take half your shot because you're gonna take the other one for this other part. So let's take the shot. So you supposedly, I heard and I've read that you the Taco Tuesday king.
Oh yes.
So 3 places.
I don't know about king, but I'm up there.
Savior, I guess. But I want you to tell me what's 3 Taco Tuesday spots, Data Broward, that you can.
Easy. Rocco Tacos.
Okay.
Let's see what else.
So they got the food good, the vibe is good.
The vibe is good. The food
it's expensive.
Good.
It's what is it?
On Tuesday we have any of those specials.
Oh, okay, you're right.
They always have specials on Tuesdays.
True.
And the other day I don't know, but I only go on Tuesdays.
Okay, so Rocco's Tacos.
Rocco Tacos on in Las Olas.
Yeah.
I have what's that shit called, man? In Brickell. Fuck, I forgot the name of it. It's on the second floor.
It's like a bar? The one that's like a bar?
It's like a bar, but it's like in by the movie theater. I'm gonna pass by right now, but I forgot the name of it. I haven't been in there in so long, but that's definitely up there.
What is it called?
That's definitely up there.
Taco something, or
I forget what it's called, something. But the bodega.
I've heard about the bodega. I want to go to the bodega.
There's one in Fort Lauderdale and there's one in South Beach.
Yeah.
Both of them have what? One in Fort Lauderdale has like a upstairs where you can go vibe, like a lounge. And the one in South Beach is better because it's like a secret like entrance, like a back door. It's like you're going to like a bathroom.
Yeah.
But the other door is like the lounge and it's mad dope in there.
So which one would you? If I never been to bodega.
The one on the beach.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm afraid going to one on the beach.
Okay.
But the one on Fort Lauderdale is like if you're not feeling the bodega and the vibe, you could go across the street to the wharf and you can catch a vibe over there as well. You know what I'm saying? But try the one on the beach first.
Okay.
You feel me? It's dope. So we got let's say the bodega and what I said first?
Rocco
Tacos.
Rocco
Tacos.
Oh, Rocco Tacos.
Rocco Tacos.
Dang, I can't remember. Is it taco something? Is it like?
I forgot the name.
It's like different bars. Like you order it at like.
Nah, it's only one.
It's not that one.
It's in Brickell. It's inside of the Brickell Center, the mall.
Yeah, but what is? You don't know the name?
Tacoology.
Yeah, you said it was tacos. So we got
Rocco Tacos.
Rocco Tacos. Where is that? You said Las Olas.
Las Olas. Bodega on the beach and Fort Lauderdale and Tacoology in Brickell.
Okay.
They're nice, like they're real nice.
I heard you the Taco Tuesday king. Honorary mention.
Honorable mention, I like the special that American Social be having, even though that's not like a taco spot, but on Tuesdays they do serve tacos. Yeah. It's like for the low, like take your booze over there.
Sure is. If you see me, just say hi. If you see me again with somebody else, just say hi again.
Oh, shit.
Tell me who I look better with.
Oh.
Whose chain look better, but now I'm playing. Okay, so I like to end my show, or I want to end my show like this. So, it's November 11th. Oh, 11/11. God, please. So it's 11/11, 2022. 6 months from now would be May 11th. So what's the 6-month manifestation you want to put into the universe? Put up there for us. It could be personal. It could be music related. It could be anything. It could be whatever it is. But
I have this small goal of mine. I mean, small. It's gonna be huge, but I've been doing music for like 13, 14 years, and it's around that time where I'm at the age where it's like, I'm trying to get into business, other business ventures heavy, because I feel like, music is cool, but it's like, you don't really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when it comes to like really trying to do shit out here in this world, you gotta venture off to other things as well. You feel me? Especially if you trying to get into like a different tax bracket. Mm-hmm. So I got a small business I'm trying to do with logistics and expediting, you feel me? I'm trying to start, not my own trucking company, but more so like a cargo business, you know what I'm saying? Get a fleet of that. So, in December is when I plan on getting my first cargo. So in 6 months, I told myself I'll at least try to get two. So that's my plan of getting like 2 and starting my own little fleet.
So go ahead, say that. In 6 months, I'm gonna have my second. You gonna have 2 or more, 2 or better, over 2.
Which camera? Let's do both. Back and forth.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, in 6 months, you can guarantee it, man. You know what I'm saying? The Flo Kid cargo van business will be, you know what I'm saying, one of the best businesses in South Florida, man. I guarantee you that. I'm gonna start a nice little fleet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that in the air. You know what I'm saying? God is good.
It's there. It's yours.
You know what I'm saying?
So 6 months from now, let's see.
For sure.
You probably gonna have 3. You said 2, you gonna have 3.
Yeah, I need 3.
We're gonna put that in the air. You gonna have 3. So in 6 months from now, FloKid's gonna have 3, what is it called? Cargos?
Cargo vans, yeah.
You gonna have 3 cargo vans. You got 1 in December.
I'm trying, in hopes. No, so, well, not in hopes. We're gonna
he has
in December.
December he has 1, and by May you gonna have 2 or better.
2 or better for sure.
2 or better. Okay, so we putting that in the air. Yes. It's yours. I know you're gonna apply yourself. You're gonna stay true to yourself. Stay true to the plan.
Come on, man.
You know, and you're gonna make it happen.
Man, God is good.
All right,
I love that. I love the energy.
You like it?
I love it. I appreciate it for sure.
So, how you want to end this? It's on you. Now I'm putting the ball in your court. How you want to end this interview?
One thing about life, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm in this. Like I said, I've been doing music for 13, 14 plus years, right? And when I tell people these plans of mine and these other things that's not dealing with music, everybody had this perspective of me like, oh, you're leaving the game, you're doing this, da-da-da. It's not more so, and it makes me feel like I'm cutting myself short in the sense where it's like, I'm like stopping my dreams or whatever, but it's more so like some of us don't realize, should we keep on going or should we quit when it comes to certain things? Because everybody loves to tell you, keep going, it's so easy to just say keep going. Next thing you know, you're 20, 30 years in and you're still going, but it's like you don't know
where you going,
you don't know where you're going, or when was like the sign for you to switch directions, you feel me? I'm gonna tell you something, man, just read the signs, man. Read the signs, pray about it, you feel me? Don't be more so, you know what I'm saying, like, don't be afraid to not quit, but more so venture off to something different. You know what I'm saying? If you want to leave one dream, you know, so make sure you have something else that you feel just as much as passionate about that you can switch over to. You feel me? Don't be afraid, man, and listen to people less. You can listen, but don't too much take advice from everybody. At the end of the day, when shit fell or when shit do happens, it falls on you. You feel me? So when you fell on something, it ain't nobody else to look around but yourself. You feel me? So, and I'm going through that stage right now. You feel me? On like, what should I do with my life? You know what I'm saying? Should I still do another 15, 14 years of this music and nothing really shake? Or, you apply yourself still with music or venture off to other businesses as well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Life is full of surprises, man. You just never know. But just don't be comfortable at doing one thing for many years and shit ain't really shaking. You got to be able to know when to maneuver.
Every successful person has more than one
for sure
stream of income. No, so I thought you could do this, you could do the cargo, you could become a gigolo, you could do anything.
You just don't know what's gonna take off, man. But if you just focus on one thing, your opportunities your options is very limited. You know what I'm saying? So when I was like I said, when I was coming up, that's all I think about was eat shit and music. You feel me? I'm like, oh, it's gotta be it, it's gotta be it. But when things are not happening, you gotta venture off quick or you'll get lost in the sauce.
Get lost in the sauce.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the ages where you don't want to be at a certain age and you still unsigned and local.
Yeah.
And so you looking crazy and you never had nothing else going on. So I say you can still do whatever you want to do, but have something else as well. Because just get something don't shake. You know what I'm saying? It don't look too crazy on you. At the end of the day, your dreams is your dreams. Nobody else can tell you nothing. Your life is your life. You can't listen to nobody else. Because every time I bring this up, 5 years ago, I was never bringing up I had a plan B.
Of course.
Nothing. Because like I said, it was music all day. You couldn't tell me shit. But when reality sinks in, it's like, bro, I want kids, I want family, I want a wife, I want to get married, I want to do all that great shit, you know what I'm saying, life has to offer, you feel me? But it's like, you got to take initiative of that, you know what I'm saying, nobody else.
And piggybacking off of what you said, I feel like, and it's not even trying to be funny, but I feel like, I went through that where I was like, I didn't want to do like the blogging and interview no more, but I know I wanted to be in the industry, and it got to the point where I don't want to deal with rappers. I want to do marketing, I want to do PR, but I don't want to deal with rappers. But it kept taking me back. And like every time I try to leave, it's like,
for sure.
You gotta try to say. So I feel like as long as I stay true to myself, stay true to yourself. As long as I stay true to myself and my vision for who I am, I could do this still, and I can still do that, and I can still do that. It's like, because it still aligns with who I am.
Facts.
So you opening up another business, it might not be you rapping, but it still aligns with who you are because you're an entrepreneur. You've put together events. You have a clothing line. You haven't launched it, but you have a clothing line. You have different, you know, a lot of different things. So it's like, so it's not like you're quitting on music. I don't feel like you're quitting on music. I feel like it's you venturing off.
Yeah, taking another step.
You're doing, because in the music, honestly, in the music, it's 10% music. Everything else is business.
Everything is business and marketing and all that.
It's even with music. It's even with like sports. Sports, it's sports. Like, you getting these contracts, but like LeBron James is so rich and so successful because of his endorsements.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, but he didn't quit on basketball. He's still playing basketball, but he still have endorsements with these people and these people.
He has only like 2 years left, so you can't play basketball forever.
Exactly.
So you can keep up with all these finances.
Exactly. So
you know what I'm saying?
As long as you stay true to yourself and your vision, and you don't let nobody take you away from what you see, because the vision you have is God-given to you.
I'm telling you.
You get what I'm trying to say? And I had to learn that. I used to seek validation from other people from the vision that God gave me. When me and God got going on, I know God to do with you. You might feel like, girl, you doing interviews again? Like, but
that's what I'm saying.
You got trying to say, so it's like, if you stay true to yourself and what you believe, if you're doing this and it makes you still feel good, then you do it. If you doing this and opening up a trucking company or opening up a dog park, like whatever it is you want to do in the world, do it. You can do everything. Why we can't do it? Why we can't do it?
One thing as humans, we fall in love with how people perceive us, and I think that was my problem as well. Like, it's like I'm Flo Kid, I'm the rapper, I'm nothing else but that. You feel me? And it's kind of fucked up because it's like, bro, I'm gonna be 40, still Flo Kid the rapper, still out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, nah, nigga, I'm bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nobody gonna know you bigger than that unless you put it out there in the world.
Put it out there in the world.
You actually do it.
Definitely.
You feel me? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? People only fall in love with what you're consistent with. I only been consistent with music. I never showed them anything else. So when you start showing people other stuff, that's what they're gonna fall in love with, no matter what. We
always like, we fell in love with your music, but then at least with me, I fell in love with you as a person, like what you stood for. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you put together these events and you bring these people together. You know what I'm trying to say? You always show love. Like I said, you know, even talking about your younger brother, talking about your sister, you always, you know, showed us that love that you had, like that type of person. You know, I'm sure you have your flaws, but shit, I do. But as a person and what you gave us, and you know, even in your music, you can tell you're not a green ass nigga. No, so whatever you do, I'm gonna support it because of you. You built your brand, FloKid. Because to me, you're not just a rapper. To me, you're not even a rapper. You're an entertainer. You came out in a toddler car. You know what I'm saying? You're an entertainer. You didn't do no green lights. But it made sense. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, the way you marketed yourself and the way you've branded yourself over these 13, 14 years, that might seem like, oh damn, you've been doing this for 30. But you've been doing it so long that you really that nigga. Like you really, you might not have been signed, but you stayed consistent. And, it's not like your music is getting worse. It's getting even better. And it's opening doors for you to do other stuff. So don't feel like, or I don't know if you feel like this, but you know.
I don't feel like nothing, man. I heard it all.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, you definitely like, as we get older, like when we're younger, we feel like this is all we could do. But as we get older, we realizing like a lot of these rappers, they just be rapping and then they do all of this other stuff.
Nah, for sure. But then again, it's more so like, you know what I'm saying, the people around you, once you start telling people your goals.
But it's what I told you, I started this conversation saying, the conversation God had with you is between you and him. Your only job is to fulfill your purpose. And everyone's gonna gravitate after. Somebody might be like, everybody doing trucks. But watch now, when you doing big trucks, you have 10 cars nowadays. Oh man, I need to do that shit, man. Put me on. What's it? You know,
nah, for sure.
So it's like, we don't even have to worry about none of that stuff. It's like, listen.
Nah, it's just more so people they just stuck with who you are, and then again, people just want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? How they found you.
That's true too. That's true too.
But it's like, bro, you gotta show people. It's hard to explain to people how you see certain things, and they won't see it because it's not coming from their perspective.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. You feel
it's
me?
tough.
That's why I just stopped telling
you gotta
people
stop talking. And like in the past 2 years,
I'm good, man. I'm just do what I gotta do, dog.
That's all you could do. Like, I can't say like I've always like my 2022. If I had to like use one word to describe it, it would be transformation. Because the person I was 3 years ago is like completely different from who I am today. Physically, emotionally, mentally, like completely different. And I got to the point where I had to really sit into my own stuff and, okay, what do you want for yourself? And then who, like, am I listening to them or I listen to the man above? So when I tapped into like my spirituality and I tapped into like really focusing on my purpose with God, I don't care what you say, they say, this person say, that person say, because I'm good. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. God put me here to do this. So whatever y'all gotta say don't got nothing to do with nothing. Like I fuck with you, but man, I'm a Gemini. The person I was yesterday, yesterday I was in love. Today I don't care about niggas. Like you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like
for sure.
Staying true to your, like really, really, like not even being funny, staying true to yourself and your vision that you have and that your purpose that God, like if we focus on everybody else, we're gonna miss our mark.
No, for sure.
Or if we try to please who people thought we was, like Bird, everybody laughs at Iceberg for saying he's on his way. But I always understood the vision. Like he's on his way to the purpose of who he's supposed to be. Like it's not on his way. He never said he was on his way to a record deal. And
even him, it's like even watching him and how he did a whole 360 and he's more spiritual than ever. It's like damn, you would have never thought it.
You would have never thought.
Not Berg, who I grew up on and we all grew up on and seen his ride.
For the other side.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And seeing him do a whole 360, even him when he came out for my birthday party as a surprise, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I really fuck with you because I've been fucking with Berg since like 2013, 2014, you know what I'm saying? When he jumped on my records. I mean,
I remember you had a song with
jumped on my song that time. You feel me? And just seeing him do a whole 360 and it's like, damn, dog, like, you know.
And he don't give a fuck.
We don't think people could transform. We always think people they're gonna be the same old thugged out with smoking weed and just being out with their gang every day, not really being to family. Until you see, we all gonna get old, man. All this shit that we doing right now, it ain't gonna really be purposeful for us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really care about that shit, you feel me? I'm at that age right now where it's like, bro, I don't really be stepping out, like, you know what I'm saying? I just be in my own little vibe, in my own little world. So I want to, even like, for instance, like when I continue to do music, the new music that I'm putting out is not going to really be, like, it's going to be, like, Charlamagne called it contemporary rap. I don't know if you ever heard Charlamagne call like old people music contemporary rap. It's more like a meaningful music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's for, like, the motherfuckers who really out here doing some shit, you know what I'm saying? Purposeful music. It's not just out here talking about fucking hoes and cars and clothes all day, you know what I'm saying? You really out here trying to put perspective into people. So that's how music I'm coming out with in 2023, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you fuck with it.
I've been like that, but it's more so, I feel like my latest record is called Stunner Man. Stunner Man is a dope record, don't get me wrong, but it's not really like something I feel like I would have put out if it was up to me. Like definitely, you feel me? So but moving forward, that's how we moving. Is I fuck with it, cause those type of music is ageless.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how old you are. You can put out whatever. That's like, for instance, Nas came out with King Disease 3. It shows his age on that album. You feel me? It ain't really like, you know what I'm saying, what New York drill music will be listening to type shit. You feel me? Or you know what I'm saying, like people who listen to Gorilla or whatever, they'll be listening to that type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you gotta move with the times. Either you can't be 35, 38 still rapping like you 18, 20, 21, my nigga. You can't still, I'm not saying you can't, but it's more so like, it's hard to explain. Unless you really living that life and you really in that field, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you say in your raps, then it's a different story. But you see how Hov and Yo Gotti, them boys, they move with age in their music. You feel me? That's how you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
you know,
even Rick Ross too.
Rick Ross, definitely. You move with age. Like, you know, you ain't doing shit.
But I feel like with you had always a good balance between like keeping it like I don't want to. Okay, how do I put this? You merged the gap between, I guess, the contemporary rap and whatever you call the other rap. You kind of bridged the gap because you talked about certain stuff that they talked about, but you did it in such a way that was like, oh, okay, like relatable. You don't gotta call us bitches and hoes, and
definitely.
You ain't gotta talk about this and that or killing, but you still you touching us. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so
that was like the whole, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended. The whole motive behind the whole thing. You know
shout out to Flystoner Productions.
You know what I'm saying? It was more so like, it went to the point where I was like, you know, I'm only doing black women in my videos. And
you stuck to that.
No half naked women in my videos. And I really stuck to it. It's like, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you hit topics. You was hitting domestic violence.
Yeah.
You was hitting, what else you was hitting?
No, real shit, domestic violence.
It was that.
Police brutality.
Haitian, was it like a Haitian household type? The song, I don't remember the song you did with the girl, I forgot her name. Was her name Tina? And she was like your mom in the video?
Oh yeah.
What was the vibe of that?
It was called Mama.
Oh, okay, so that's what,
to my mom and how she grew up, how we grew up.
And that related to a lot of Haitian people.
Nah, definitely.
Because how we was raised and stuff like that. So you still was contemporary, like he said, but you still appealed to me. Like, I like bang bang shoot 'em up music. But I can listen to you. I love that music. Well, not so much no more as much.
Like that, man. I'm dead. Like,
not as much, but I always can listen to yours for like, okay, you know, like, okay, now let's Just take it down a notch. And I could learn from it. Not even learn, but I could be like, okay, I feel that shit. Like, so, but yeah.
I mean, yo, music is,
and
I never knew how wide and spread out music
That's
was.
the universal language.
Man, listen, man.
Literally.
It's genres for everything, man. It's like, bro, I follow Russ. Russ is like one of my biggest inspirations, you feel me? It's like, I could sit here and probably ask 10 people if they know who Russ is and nobody would know. You feel me? But if you watch him on Instagram and how he moves, like, you thought he was one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah.
But people don't really know who he is. And people always ask, what kind of artist you want to be? I said, man, I always wanted to be like Russ, Larry June. Like, I can still walk into Walmart, nobody know who the fuck I am, but I'm like one of the biggest artists out here. You feel me? I got my own cult following. That's all I wanted. I don't want nothing. I don't want to be a Drake. I never wanted to be a household name. I just wanted to have my own cult following.
Your own tribe.
My own underground, like a Denzel Curry. That's all I respect the type of artists. Like they themselves, they don't need 1,000 chains. They don't need women the fanciest cars. They could be themselves and they can walk into places nobody really know who they is. They vibing, you feel me? Like,
but they still eating.
It gives you some type of sanity, you feel me? Like some type of peace. You know what I'm saying? When everybody want a piece of you and everybody want to take a picture, that shit, yo, I could imagine how Drake and the biggest artists in the world, how they feel when everybody want a piece of them, man. That shit probably is depressing as fuck.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll never want to live my life like that because I'm just too close. Like, I really be to myself. You know what I'm saying? And just, I'll be who I am on social media, but here in real world, I'm vibing. Like,
you one of the people that be talking. FloKid, one of the people that would say some obnoxious ass shit on social media, but be on the fucking couch eating celery sticks with ranch or some shit.
I always say, yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's definitely me.
Or you see him in person, you just looking like.
Yeah. Nah, real shit. That's how it is, but yeah.
So let's end this with a shot. I appreciate you. I support you. I love what you're doing. I can't wait to see what you got going on 10 years from now.
Oh man, if you're still around.
If I am, we're gonna be still around. Cause one thing about me, even if I'm dead, I'm gonna be around. Cause my legacy gonna be that strong.
You know
anyways, all right, love. You funny. But yeah, so
I appreciate you.
Shout out to FloKid. I appreciate you. You brought me into your house. You brought me to your stomping grounds where it all started. I appreciate you. Shout out to Flystoner Productions behind the camera. Shit, shout out to Simply Unique on the set with Simply. I feel like this was a good interview. You go ahead, tell the people.
Definitely. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was very insightful. You know what I'm saying? She asked all the right things. Trust me, I can keep talking forever, man. I got so much shit I can really say, but we're gonna keep it short, man. I just appreciate the opportunity. Every opportunity that comes to me, every platform, I take advantage of it. I'm always like open doors, you know what I'm saying? Even the dates was like,
but we made it happen.
I was always gonna make it happen because I always wanted to be on every platform. You feel me?
It was long overdue.
Man, it's more so like with you it's history. Like I always tell people, man, you trust me, I knew Nick way before.
Before I knew what I was trying to do.
You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. And I support her. She called me, I pull up. So it's deeper than what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like it's way deeper than that. So I'm always support you.
But you always have my support. Even if even if you don't feel it, just know I'm there rooting for you. Everybody know that. I don't play about FloKid. But yeah, it's a wrap. Thank you. Shout out to Flystoner.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to FloKid.
Yeah, man.
Peace out.
Man.